Love Them Knives here. Thank you for joining us today. Got a very unusual knife. Got this from a viewer named Rolf. What is it? We'll tell you right after this. All right, your curiosity up? Mine was too. I got this from a viewer named Rolf, and he emailed me and says, I got this crazy knife, and he showed me a picture of it, attached a picture and stuff, and I got it from DH Gay. Just one of those unknown crazy knives out there in the Chinese world of unnamed objects floating around our universe, our knife universe. And he says, I don't know. I don't know anything about this other than it looked interesting. I ordered it. I got it. And when I went back to the seller, he didn't have it listed anymore and couldn't find any others for sale. And so it's S35VN. It's titanium. Okay. It's a frame lock flipper. Obviously, bearings. Didn't take it apart. It's not my knife. But, obviously, it's bearings. Don't know if they're ceramic or whatever, but it really is smooth. It's really a nice knife. Feels good in the hand. Look at that. Look at the. Look at how they weight relieved it inside here. Top and bottom, right? So somebody's done some work, and look at the milling on this. Okay, and if you look at it, there's a high point here. God. What am I doing to myself? Help. So high point here. So you got this kind of contouring, machining, and this striking point, whether it's a glass breaker or whatever it is, incorporated with the backspacer lanyard whole thing. Not much of a backspacer, very small. And they even milled out the flipper tab. Got a little choil here for sharpening. Clicks right in place. No blade play, no lock rock. How sharp is it? Pretty sharp. Reasonably sharp right out of the pouch. And this is the pouch it came in. Interesting. No real paperwork here to really disclose anything. You got that little alien logo on your microfiber cloth, though. So it comes nicely packaged. I put it on Instagram once I got it because it's driving me crazy. Why can't I find this knife and where is it for sale? And because I told Rolf, I don't see any point in putting it on my channel if I don't know where it's from or anything. So I put out the call on my Instagram, posted it. Got an over travel stop here, hardened steel insert, as you can see. And that detamp ball, let's check it out. So I put out a call to say, does anybody know anything about this knife? Can you find it? And I got some people that gave me some direction there. That almost looks like a ceramic detamp ball. So it might be ceramic bearings on this knife. In any case, they come in different colors here. This is the purple, obviously. And, of course, they got this pivot done the same way as the logo thing, so it carries that forward. Like I said, S35VN is printed on the spine here, and it's got some jimping. It's very slender. So we did get some suggestions where to look, and so we did find it for sale, and I'll give you the links. Here it is with Fancy. She's back from testing. Fancy did really well. She's S110V, but she's over 61 HRC, so good deal there. This one's a little bit bigger. Let me see. I'm looking for... Oh, here it is. For my tape. This feels fairly light, too, this knife does. So, 3 3/4 inch blade, about 95 millimeters. Overall, almost 9 inches if you count the glass breaker on the end. Otherwise, about 22 centimeters. 8 3/4, something like that. And then as far as this goes, about 0.57, 14.6 millimeters, 0.57 here. And actually, this is like a 0.18. It's 4.6 millimeters thick. Really, really thick blade stock, considering not a very tall blade. Don't know that that makes a lot of sense. They probably should have started with a 3 millimeter because you're grinding it down to a real, fine cutting edge. You're going a long way from that thickness all the way here. But in any case, that's what they did. Okay? Interesting. Looked at the detent ball. Once again, look at the internal weight relieving that's been done there as well. And it really has good action. Breaks over that detent ball. The drop is really good. So, yeah. Fairly light. Let's pull our weight scale here and zero it out, and let's see what we got. Grams wise, 112 grams. So roll back around to ounces, and we're under 4 ounces, 3.95 ounces. How crazy is that? So it's a fairly long knife. It's fairly light, under 4 ounces. The action is really smooth. The machining seems to be really good. I think we might send it for testing if Rolf is up for that. And I was going to show you some additional paperwork. Found it again. I'll give you a link to this site as well. It looks like basically JK5311. So I guess I never told you the model. The make is Jungle Blade, okay? Supposedly Jungle Blade, and so maybe that's what the J stands for. I don't know what the K stands for, if it's Jungle Blade, but the 5311, and so they're saying this is the 5311. So S35, they're still saying that on this side as well, although they're selling them for $89.95 at the time that I pulled this up. Fascinating. Never heard of that brand before. Jungle Blade. Seriously? Yeah. A rose is a rose. But you know what? I don't care what they call it. Obviously, this was really done well, put together well. The hardware looks good. I mean, it's relatively comfortable in the hand. It's a straight, handle, so it is what it is there, okay? You have some jimping here. It's not sharp or hurtful, but it's meaningful for grip purposes. And, of course, you've got some jimping on the top. Really, this is not real edgy up here, so this is well done. You can tell they've touched these corners here. And the detent, okay, it's about par for the course. Probably about a 5, really, on my detent scale, but really snaps open because the detent does hold it relatively well. Tried to fail it on that one, believe it or not. So, come on, baby. So yeah, and it just, the design flows great. The blade disappears into the handle. Actually, I think I'd probably shuck out $90 for this sucker too. You know what color I'd get though? Blue or so. Get silver and have Blades We Love pimp it out or something. But interesting knife. Just had to put it up on my channel. I'll get with Rolf, see if I can just send this in and test it, if that's okay with him, because it might be fascinating to find out, is it really S35VN, especially since we saw that lower advertised price. That's almost spooky, isn't it? It's kind of spooky cheap. So, especially zipper pouch and everything, it's like, just makes you shake your head and go, what the hell? Where does the world going these days? I mean, I can't pay $250 for an S35VN titanium folding knife anymore. It's gone to $89. It's insane. In any case, I'm going to let you go. It's just insane. Flanagan, did you get back from the SHOT Show, buddy? Ooh, That was a trip, wasn't it? Any case, gonna let you go. What? You know, Jungle Blade. Yes, it is. The notorious Jungle Blade, which they don't even name it that in the DH Gate deal. So, I mean, go figure. Does it say Jungle Blade here? It doesn't say a damn thing. So, if you really want to search for it on DH Gate, don't put Jungle Blade. You're going to have to... I put original design, and then I put S35VN titanium, and I picked it up that way. And it wasn't easy. But so I'm going to give you links just for the heck of it. Thank you so much for joining us, because you know what we do around here. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.